Hey everybody, welcome back to another Brothers in Arsenal. Ben and Dan here. Post-match reaction to Bayer Leverkusen versus Arsenal at the Emirates. Second leg, Arsenal make it through to the quarterfinals on to face Sporting Lipson, who came back today
Libsyn.
spectacularly against Bodo Glimt, 5-3. They were down 3-0 in the first leg. A little disappointing. I know Daniel and I were hoping to play Bodo Glimt. Obviously, the easier of the two in terms of European pedigree. Obviously, Bodo's been playing really well and beating some giants up, but it was due for them to eventually get kicked out. We were hoping to do it, but regardless, awesome night at the Emirates today. I mean, just you saw Arsenal play football and just prove to Europe, prove to the world, prove to the Premier League we can play football,
We
but
don't gotta prove
we
it
have
to
to do it the
Europe.
dirty way. We got to do it the dirty way sometimes, but sometimes we can go play beautiful football. Daniel, give me your thoughts on the game.
Well, no, I'm just countering what you said. We don't gotta prove it to Europe. Europe already thinks we're a top team, elite
True.
in all phases of play, but it's just the Premier League who have anti-Arsenal, not anti-Arsenal, but like obviously they're against us because we're in the same league as them. Um,
I
yeah, I don't know.
I would say I don't know if it's your headset or not, but you're coming through all crackly. There you go without the headset. Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's better. All right, carry on.
Europe, the rest of Europe isn't the ones that think we're not elite. They think we're elite in all phases of the pitch, attack, defense, midfield. It's the Premier League that are against us because, well, we're in the same league as them. They don't want us to see us rise to the top, be
Yeah.
back in our glory days. And also, another thing that was pointed out recently is, and this is so true, we say, like, oh, Arsenal gets so much hate, or we get some of the most hate of all the big teams in England. And they pointed out that, well, that's because Arsenal have Spurs as their direct rival, Chelsea and City also, who consider us a rival. Um, and then obviously we have history with Man United because in the glory days, the Fergie days. Um, and then, when we would battle against Liverpool. And then right now with
Mhm.
City fans or City because, well, we're rivaling them. Whereas like United, they've got City and they've got Liverpool because of the history between them two and being the top two biggest teams in the country. But they're up there. They're up north. They don't have all the other London teams, and they're not like the same as us. So we just get all the hate from everyone because we are London. We have our direct rivals, and then we have the history of competing with the top dogs. So we have that rivalry of historical success. So we just got hate come from everywhere, but it's fine. We'll brush it off. We'll win the
Yeah.
league.
Maybe the Champions League as well. Who knows? If we can
Yeah.
perform like that. Like we said in the
What
last,
happened to your X Factor player today?
yeah, no X Factor. You didn't even come off the bench today. But yeah, I mean that first leg against Bayer Leverkusen, just clinical European Champions League away game. Go get the job done. 1-1, right? If you can't
I
win,
mean, we saw what happened to City
take it
and
home.
Chelsea. They had too big of they
Chelsea's.
had too big
Yeah.
of deficits that they couldn't overturn it, and they were both away. They both played home also this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Eight
If
two
they had just
Chelsea,
if they
five
hadn't
one
played good football, then
Madrid.
maybe they would have drawn or kept it closer, and they could have at least done something.
Yeah, and let me say that City game, Bernardo Silva, love it. Love
I
that
couldn't. I
one
didn't
got red
even get to.
card.
I haven't seen any of the highlights
It
yet from the other
it was
games.
a shot going
Good for
on
Vinny.
target, and he's like there at the near post, and he literally moves his elbow to block it. Red
Mm,
card sent off. Hate that guy. So
nah,
yeah,
he's a good player. He's
well,
really good.
yeah, but well deserved, Bernardo Silva. Get your red card, you moron. But anyways, back to the Arsenal game, Champions League. I mean,
Yeah. So, what
even
are your
off of the
thoughts
game
on the
yet,
game?
but as a insane finish. That was disgusting. Bergkamp-esque, the way he just,
Yeah,
spun with the ball, whipped the shot in.
I was a
Declan
little annoyed.
Rice, Declan Rice, heavy first touch, wins the ball to his second touch, controls it down, and then not
Precise
inch
finish.
perfect off the post. I mean, it couldn't have been any more perfect shot. Great finish. He's really good at curling those balls in on the ground like that. We've seen him score a few of those. Um,
Yeah,
Overall game, I felt that I think everybody performed really well. I thought Ben White looked like Ben White, his link up with Saka looked pretty good. Saka, I thought was very lively today. He arguably could have had about 2 or 3 assists if we could. Well, I shouldn't say we could put the ball in the net, but their keeper made some great saves off of some of the passes he played into people. Two from Trossard. I think one.
Gyökeres's link-up play too today was
Yep.
exceptional. It was really good too. So
Yeah, there was that one towards the end where he got the ball like just right side of the six, and he went to cut it back to Nkapie, who, if there's no defender, would have had to tap in. So yeah, Gyökeres
yeah,
play looked really well. His passing was pretty good. I will say my only critique for him is like he had like three opportunities today where he's running at a defender 1v1 with 20, 30 yards to goal, and he just can't quite work out how to beat a guy, you know? He hit a shot on one of them that was comfortably saved. Another one I think blocked on the shot by the defender. And then the other one I think just play broke down. But yeah, he's got to work on his 1v1 situational play because he's got the pace. He just has no skill to take on a player. And then another player that I thought played really well today was Trossard. Trossard, I mean, his passing was ridiculous today. I don't know if you remember the shot in the first half he had where it got saved by the keeper. It started with him out like the left wing, left mid position, and like crazy. It was like a crazy double touch pass, and then the play kind of played out to Saka, and then Saka back. It was a beautiful play, good link up. I think we lost Daniel. Oh, there he is. He's back. But yeah, Trossard I thought was phenomenal today, and then obviously Declan Rice, great performance. So
and
yeah.
he was like floating all around the pitch too. Yeah, he was on like the right side too at
Mhm.
points in the game, just like floating everywhere and through in the midfield, like linking up plays. So
Yeah, yeah, he was all
yeah,
over the place.
very good match from him. Um, Gabriel, rock solid, always there for clearance. David Raya with that
Yes.
amazing save. He's doing that like every game where he's coming up with a big save,
Yeah.
and that was getting later into the game where it could have been 1-2, and then it could have been really nervy. That was an excellent top class
Yep.
save.
Well,
A world
speaking of
class
that,
keeper, and I don't know who Spain's keepers are, but hopefully he can make a number one spot at the World Cup.
John Garcia, Barca keeper, I think is their number one usually. But Raya should be number one keeper for Spain. But to your point, though, that save could have made it one, or if it goes in 1-2, right? Different game, momentum swings, pressure's on us, right? That's my one criticism for Arsenal as a team today. Maybe Arteta as a team or as the manager. From it was 65th minute to about the 80th minute. So like if you look at the possession highlights, Bodo Glimt, where did it go? They had in total, load up. In total, 58% possession by the end of the game. In that 15-minute stint, 65 to 80, they had 70% possession, and we were just, sitting deep. I mean, there wasn't too much of a threat other than that save you talk about. It's like, I get it. We play the numbers. We know we can defend well, and we know we can see games out. But when it's a 2-0 situation like that, and you're letting a team just continuously press onto you at your goal, better teams can take advantage of that, which we have seen this year, right? So that's my one critique is I know we have a 2 goal lead, but you can't sit on that. 3 goal lead, go ahead, sit on it, right? 3-1, not the end of the world. 2-1, momentum swings. And my old Coach Frank used to always say 2-0 scoreline is the most dangerous scoreline in soccer. And I've seen it so many times in my life where it happens, whether I'm playing or, my team or watching Arsenal or any other
Get a
team.
goal and they have
It can
momentum, and then they
swing.
just carry on the
Yep.
momentum.
And it just swings. Yeah, and then the away fans get up for it. It's dangerous. And
Everett's,
I know we can see games out like that, but we have seen a few times this year where we haven't, and that's my one critique. It's been our critique all year.
yeah, Havertz almost got another goal. Well, he almost tried to push. I don't know why was he even grabbing? I feel like at
I
that
don't
point he
know.
could have just tapped it in or
He
walked into it.
almost made like a little trampoline with the guy's shirt to bounce
Well,
it
that's what
in.
I'm saying, but it's like, why were you even still grabbing
Now,
him? Like, wasn't there plenty of time that he could have reacted and just walked into it or something?
probably, but my question is, so it hits his hand clearly, right? That's why they disallowed the goal. Now, what would they have done if
Oh, if
it
he
did not hit his
stretched.
hand and it simply was just the outstretch of the shirt and bounced off the shirt and in? Would they have pulled it back for pulling the shirt, or would they have just let the goal stand? I don't know. We've never seen that one before, so
Yeah, a little
I kind of wish that would have
trampoline
happened to see what the call
stretch.
would have been.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but anyways, let's wrap the video up
I'll
here.
just say one last thing
Yeah,
before you wrap up the video. I think it was smart that Arteta. Well, one, we didn't need a an X factor. We didn't need a max factor at the end of the game. But also for instance, he brought on Miles. Like he could have thrown on Dowman. Just for a little bit of the game. But I think it was smart not to, just because there's no point. And he's already got a lot of hype right now. We just got to calm the temperature with him right now. Things are getting a little bit too out of hand. He is a very talented young player, yes, but it's been getting the only thing that's been being talked about is max out on Sen. It's just a
We're,
lot for a
we're saving them
16
for
year old.
Saturday, Dan, or Sunday,
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah, well, yeah, it's he's a 16 year old. It's a lot of pressure. You don't want
Oh
him to
man.
get too big. I know he's got great role models around Arsenal, but you don't want him to get too big. And um, yeah, there was just no point in bringing him on when
Yeah. No,
we
I
have other
thought.
players we can bring on.
Yeah, I thought all the substitutions were really good today. No complaints there. Ben White came off. Obviously, you can't play a full game yet.
Would have liked to seen
Well,
Lewis Skelly sooner,
um,
but
the only thing I would say is Rice, man, he needs to get some rest. So like, he didn't come off again. It's like the third or fourth time in the last month and a half where he could get subbed off. Where we have a lead, and but he doesn't. And I get it. He's just the glue in our midfield. In our team is a leader, but man, the guy needs a rest. I think he even said it in his post match interview. He was saying like it's been since October, every 3 days. Like we're tired, but we just find ways to cope with it. Was essentially what he was saying. So respect that. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, Daniel, we'll wrap up the video. Obviously, we have our League Cup game against Man City on Sunday. I don't know. Are we planning to do a live stream for it? I know you mentioned going to the bar to watch it, but what do you
yeah,
think?
I'm probably gonna go to the bar.
Maybe I'll live stream it myself. I don't know. We'll see.
You can just come over here to the bar.
I can't do that. I have to be at home. But yeah, anyway, so big match coming up Sunday. I keep thinking Saturday, Sunday against City in the Carabao Cup final. Hopefully, we'll get our first taste of silverware this year and first trophy since 2020. Yeah, 2020. And hopefully, just kick on to a double or treble, quadruple. You never know. You never know. But yeah, as always, let us know down in the comments below who your man of the match was. Your favorite goal between the two, Eze or Rice. I know it's hard not to pick Eze, but Rice's was also a beautiful finish. And yeah, hit the bell, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share with your friends. And I already said the
Hit the high
bell. Hit the
bond if
like
it
button.
exists.
That's the thing. And as always, been another Brothers Arsenal, and we will
I'm smelling.
see you in the next video.